Hello and welcome to the DFS underscore PhD show for today, October 22nd. NBA is back. Kind of a weird slate, but NBA is back. So we're doing a whole thing about it. We're going to do FanDuel, DraftKings, Showdown on DraftKings, a whole bunch of stuff. Remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. That file not really found, but I did hit 4 out of 6 legs on my everything parlay, and that was worth 1.5x, so that's good. It was kind of annoying that number one, I can't complain because Lad McConkey stayed at under 52.5 by the hair on his chinny chin chin. But I don't know. A lot of work from Andrews, likely missing like two 25-yard passes. I mean, one of them was it's Lamar missing him, but as always, we're sponsored by PredictionStrike. You can use promo code PhD to get the best deposit match bonus, but I don't really have any content on that right now. So on we go to today's slate. And yeah, two gamer, not ideal. Don't throw your bankroll away today. This is just for fun, but competitions are dope. Like I want to draw attention. When FanDuel does a good thing, like give FanDuel money. Like they have not been playing, right? Like I haven't been trying at all. They have not been trying at all. I haven't been looking over here until WNBA. WNBA, they started trying again. They were like putting up decent competitions. Some days they were having the best competition available. Now it looks like this one's full already. So here I am hawking it. Well, go ahead and get on in there, fellas, because it's already full. But tomorrow, etc. I think they will continue to do this. I'm only doing like 10 today because I've noticed it late. But I think, yeah, if they're going to have competitions, like this is pretty solid. What was the structure on this? 800,000 guaranteed. Top is 100. I mean, top five are all 10K plus. It's winner circle stuff. I mean, I got to make sure my Saber Sim. It's great. I mean, like I'm not normally a FanDuel guy. That's not normally part of the show, but it is today because that's pretty awesome. You know what I mean? So I might have to go quick deposit a little bit more, get going over there so I got an appropriate allocation. But still, two gamer. That's the reason I'm not doing that because I hope they do it again tomorrow. It's like I don't want to be over. I mean, we got so many different competitions, but I still don't collectively want to get above that 2% bankroll level. It's just not, I never want to do that. Like, you don't want any lane to wind up your life's lane. You know what I mean? Like, this is fun. It has to be fun. If it's not fun, don't play. That's like, I haven't said that in a while, and I make gambling videos. So I have to make sure for all my new people, it's a sign that you are gambling wrong if you're not having fun when this stuff happens. Now, granted, when the Najee touchdown happens and it takes away like thousands of dollars of expected value after the timeout, Tomlin calls and it was Warren in the backfield, you can feel bad for a little while, right? Like you can feel that loss of expected value in your heart. I'm not saying don't feel that. Like if you're not feeling that, it's kind of a problem the other way. But don't gamble with money where like you can't take a stupid like I'm gonna tell you to play Jericho Sims here in a moment. Don't play with money where playing Jericho Sims with your last dollar. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to feel as comfortable with it. And why do I have this in the rafters, right? Like I mean, like it's been a while. I don't even know if my new people know. The only time I've ever won six figures, it was because I jammed Haywood Highsmith. It was a game he had not played in the last series, game one of the finals. I looked back through the season series. I looked back through the coaches' comments. And I listened to all my dudes, and everybody seemed to think Haywood Highsmith was going to play a significant rotational role. He did. He was smashing already, and then he hit a bunch of garbage time threes and won me like unique first through seventh in that day. I've never had a day like that again. And thus, yeah, I wouldn't have played like that if that money had mattered to me. You know what I mean? So don't play with money that matters to you, or you're just not going to be playing this against people who are playing like you're not going to be playing the right strategy to win. You're going to be playing conservatively, like play in a double up or something and play for $5. That if that's the kind of like, and that's not being dismissive. That's saying like look at your bankroll and look at what you're doing. Somebody was saying today in one of the discords I'm in, what do you do? Is it wrong to put your single entry hand build in a 20 max? No, that's great leverage. A lot of people like look at my lineups here. My minimum ROI, I'm putting in 100 lineups across a bunch of different DraftKings things. And I know a lot of them are shots in the dark that are not going to work out. The median, I hope, is high. I believe in these contest sims. I pay a lot for them. They work out a lot. But I mean, if you're playing one, you're probably not going to have access to these really, really bad lineups. Let me show you what is a really, really bad lineup that I'm nonetheless intent to play today. I should probably just say what I'm doing and then do this. Yeah, let's do that. I got a bunch of rules. You guys come here for the rules as well. Thank you for coming here at all. I've missed you in the offseason NBA crowd. I know some of you are really fastidious, don't care about the NFL at all, even though there's more money out there. So to you guys, welcome back. Yeah, thank you for joining me. We got over 300 subscribers now. It's pretty cool. I'm thinking of eventually making some sort of a betting thing, like people doing Odd Shop or people doing what was the other betting platform? There's a few of them now. And I mean, like I got these leans, like, oh yeah, I meant to say that on the screen where we hit yesterday. I also have a pickup today. Where was it? On Prize Picks, I think we got some decent value. So I put a unit on. Yeah, Conley, still priced from last year, not playing the same role. Josh Hart, even 9 points in 40 minutes is a lot. He's going to take maybe 4 shots, get some free throws. He has to hit them all. If he hits them all, he hits the over. If he doesn't, fine. Deuce, different role this year. I expect more minutes, more shots. McCall Bridges' shot is terrible, man. Like, I mean, hopefully he's practiced his whole job, right? I mean, so it could go that I'm playing a lot of him today still. So I hope it works out for the 10, 20% of me that's still thinking he's a fine play as a shooter, but it doesn't look good. It's like comically bad. There's like memes on the internet about it, and they're not wrong. They're like they're bad. So anyway, someone's got a hold of his shot in a bad way. Donte, DiVincenzo, and Conley, that's just a correlated play. DiVincenzo off the bench, going to be a great play and going to distribute more in that role. Okay, so beyond those initial leans for the day, what are my rules? Oh yeah, you can join Discord. It's in the link in my bio on Twitter, which I can refresh right now since I'm thinking about it. I think if I just go here and I go create invite, copy, and I go here, I go here. Oh yeah, this is just incredible radio, incredible visual, but it does help out. Make sure I actually do this once every week or two. If you leave it like up for too long, you get too many bots and stuff. So that's why I do it the way that they recommend. Because boy, do we ever get bots. I'm sorry for whatever we do get those randos. But nobody's in charge of that but me. Okay, so for the rules today, AD foul trouble, Knicks center foul trouble. That's Cat. I don't know if you guys remember the last year, but I remember the playoffs. I had a lot of money on Cat not getting in foul trouble. All he had to do was not get in foul trouble. I think a couple of times it was against Horford. You know what I mean? And could he do it? Did he do it? I don't think he did. I'm pretty sure that he did not. He got in foul trouble a lot. So even though everybody's like, man, what do you think? He's going to get in foul trouble against Horford? Yes. I think he's a stupid player who makes stupid fouls. I remember in big situations where all you got to do is not make stupid errors and whack, 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 whack. He's out there going whack, whack, whack. So, I mean, I can't tell you. He might think, oh, today's the day I'm going to get 40 blocks on Al Horford and start whack, whack, whack. I don't know what goes through this guy's head. So the fact that we've got 40% Karl Anthony Towns and his backup, Jericho Sims, his only backup on the team, 3,300, 4% owned. Have you got you guys ahead of me on where we're going? I'm gonna put that at 20%. I'm way, maybe 25. I'm way on the Jericho Sims play. Mostly because I saw number one, he saw what a good backup was last year, right? Hartenstein, boom, leveled up, boom, got like $50 million, right? So he's sitting there like, oh, okay, maybe I'll jam in the weight room all summer long, like Hartenstein did. And so anyway, I'm seeing him. He's looking big, man. He's bigger than he was for sure. And if he does get those minutes, and if Cat does his stupid thing, so anyway, I think there's a 15 to 20%. I think it's 20% chance Cat does his stupid thing today and gets in massive foul trouble. Also, it's like it's not just that percent, right? Because Sims is also there in the blowout. And Boston is better than the Knicks. Way, 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 way better than the Knicks. So if Boston comes out and tries hard, you're going to get guys like Pritchard, guys like Sims absolutely mashing in garbage time. But I could go anyway. Anyway, that's one of my rules is I'm adding Sims in. I think Sims's projection is 6.66, which hey, that's fun. But should be higher, right? Like I mean, like if he plays it all, let's look at his little distribution, right? I mean, presumably that's like a bunch of zeros. Yeah, 28%. He doesn't do nothing because Cat plays 40 minutes. But yeah, the rest of this is what I'm trying to anchor the distribution to ignore the zeros because you know what? With the zeros, not using those lineups. So I'm trying to anchor the distribution right here so it looks like that. So that's why he said, well, 15, 15 may be a bit aggressive. What am I giving him? 12 minutes in that case? Yeah, that's okay. I mean, because I'm foul trouble, what does that mean for Cat, right? That would mean like significant first half restrictions. So that could be up to 10 minutes gained right there. And so you could wind up with 22, 23 pretty easily. Yeah, so I think 15 is fine for the midpoint of a Cat foul trouble or blowout scenario for Sims. Whenever so this number isn't coming out of nowhere either, right? Like so there's two different some people are all about building their projections out in an Excel spreadsheet. Like I love Josh Engelman in the morning. If my kid wakes me up way too early and I got nothing else to do, I'm going to watch that show from beginning to end. Love the way that works. But that kind of projection system is not the end of the story because, for instance, today on a two-game slate, you want to make sure the median, the rank order median of your players is roughly the way you personally feel about the player's rank, right? Because that in the end of the, contest sims, back end, whatever, is going to be enforcing these distributions the way that you've said it. So you need to make sure that the way that you've said it corresponds to your actual feelings. So that's why I got these weird 29s for Nas and Dante DiVincenzo. That's mostly because I think they're not quite as high upside plays as McCall, Drew, Derek White. I think those guys have obviously higher medians, but they're not as low median as like second tier dudes like Reeves or Hart or Anunoby or Al. I mean, Al Horford's just a whole tier below those guys. Like, I don't know exactly. I might boost him just because they're they're really low on Horford's point per minute, and he's at the 5, not the 4. Yeah, that's a mistake. So I think how many minutes? I think we have to give him higher point per minute than he had last year because this is still in 27 minutes. Yeah, he's going to be higher point per minute at the 5. So I'm going to put him at like 27. Did I scroll to the wrong column there? Maybe. Nope. 27 minutes. That's 30 for Rui. Yeah, Rui's 22. That's pretty low for Rui as well. He's more of a FanDuel play because the pricing is a little bit better on Rui on FanDuel, but I may come back here and boost Rui a little bit as well. But the Al Horford, if he does get his minutes at the 5, is not a like 11% play. He's a higher play than that. I mean, I'm a cap him at 30. I'm ending this rant by saying I'm not that into Al Horford, but he is part of one of my rules. I've got Horford Kornet. That Kornet has to be boosted. 15 is not Kornet. Like, I mean, right in the playoffs, he was a pretty important part of this team. I mean, in the like championship rounds, like he's battle tested now. This is not like backup Kornet situation. This is an A-B situation, 50-50 for me, until I see differently. Like, and I don't know if you see 9 guys. I mean, probably because it's early in the season, 9 or 10 guys, but who are they going to play more than 2 guys at the 5? Are they gonna shift? I don't know. I don't like the matchup to do that today, to go small ball against the Knicks. Like it just seems like I don't know. It's not a big advantage. You know what I mean? So why do it? But maybe they do it. If they do it, that fits into the sum of the Cornet and Horford. Neither one of them getting there. But I think the both of the projections for Horford and Cornet, they're only adding up to 36 minutes in SaberSim. And that's not appropriate. I think they should add up to 48. So you do what you need to do with that information. Okay. So max 2 out of 3. Right. This was a rule from last year. When I changed it this morning, honestly, like I felt like, am I going to feel like these rules are kind of like my children a little bit? Maybe a little too much. Don't really like the way that was. It felt pretty wistful, pretty like this is. I've had that rule for like 2 years, 2.5 years. This Nas and Gobert and Cat rule. So just like Cat felt weird about leaving Minnesota, I feel weird about putting Julius Randle in this rule. But also, I feel weird about what you guys are projecting Julius Randle for. Is he hurt or dead? I mean, I should double check. I know he's not dead, but like Julius Randle stats. Did he not play at all in preseason? Is that what we're assuming? I mean, I thought I remembered him playing a little, but let's double check. Regular season, 120. I mean, come on, dudes. How hard can it be to show me his stats? Game log. 24, 25. Okay. So he's just getting going, played one preseason game. It was the most recent one. He played 26 minutes though. I mean, like, so they're projecting him for 33. I get it now. It's a little bit more than he played in the preseason. Well, guys, I don't know, man. I mean, that was the preseason. This is the regular season. I think his upside is a regular game, 36 minutes or something. That like some people don't play at all in the preseason. So that's why for Randall, I'm going a little bit nuts. I think I am going to downgrade it now that I see it's maybe like a pitcher stretching out situation is what people are thinking. But it's been 5 days. I mean, they're not practicing, guys. I mean, did he miss a game or something? And people are worried he's hurt. I don't know. I'll have to look it up after. Sound off below in the comments if I've missed something major because I'm not like an NBA, news guy. I have a bunch of them in my notifications and I look over here in the statuses though. He's not even questionable, right? So I'm not missing anything there. You guys see that with the unders, man. You can't two-way players, you're not gonna be able to bet unders by NBA preclusion. Come on, dude. Let's get out of town with it. But okay, so other people have nerfed and boosted. Nasreed boosted, DiVincenzo boosted with a rule. Did I have a Conley rule? No, I just boosted him and nerfed Conley. I think that rule is like I think they yeah, what was their projection for minutes for them? Let me just double check. I want to have made a mistake. Where was it? Mike Conley. So in SaberSim, they had Mike Conley projected for 30 minutes. Not appropriate. It's 24-24 split between him and DiVincenzo. I don't think, yeah, so they've got DiVincenzo with 23. I don't know. I don't think maybe they've got him with usages from New York or something. I don't see the projection at 24.7. I don't know. That seems pretty low for, oh, that's his ownership. What's his actual projection? 23, too low. So we got to increase. I think DiVincenzo has higher usage here, not just because he's upset at New York in that one preseason game, but because that's how this offense has to work now. I mean, granted, there's still Ant-Man. There's still a couple of other, a couple other options. Is there Randall? I mean, there's not that many other options. He has to shoot threes. It's him or like Nah, and I don't know. I don't think it's a good situation for Nah right now. Don't think it's a good situation for Jaden McDaniels, but watch him just smash for no reason and completely ruin me. But I cannot, I'm not getting there. Oh yeah, did I say all the rules? I think I did. Yes, I at some point rambled through all of those. But did I say the AD foul trouble? That means Jaxson Hayes, right? I mean Christian Wood's part of the rule from last year. I don't even know if he's out for this game. I checked it out earlier, but he's not going to be in that rotation necessarily anyway. A lot of people are on Connect. The problem for me is like that feels like a preseason bias thing. I don't think we're going to get that role for him in the regular season as high of usage or minutes. So, we're projecting him for 19, very high usage minutes, or I guess not that high usage. Okay, well, I'm at 10%. I'm playing some Connect, but like it's not. I'm not at 20%. I don't feel that he's 20% optimal. I think it's like 5 to 10, maybe 15, if you're really into him. But the guys that I think I'm willing to take darts on today at mega leverage. Sims, Hayes, these guys who are going to score mega points. Like if you get foul trouble for a big guy, their backup wins the slate. Optimal for sure today. You must, if you're playing 100 lineups, it is a mistake not to have Kornet, lots of him, not to have Jericho Sims, Jaxson Hayes, lots of them. That is how you win. That is why we play 100 lineups. If you're playing 100 lineups and you're playing like 100% of guys, not, I mean, some people play that way. It's a very high variance way to play. I don't recommend it. I'm a multiverse guy. I want to win in the most parts of the multiverse. That's why when I look at my ROIs here, I want my median to be significantly positive. And you'll notice my minimum ROI is always negative. Always. I am constraining this field ridiculously. I am saying you need to do this, that, and the other thing. I'm saying you need to get like 17% of Anthony Davis, which for some reason was a struggle for it, or whatever. Every time you make a constraint, you lower the minimum lineup because you're sorting by ROI. So every time you got a constraint, you bring in another guy from the bottom. Anyway, so oh yeah, and you can see I've only allowed 49.5 to 49.8. You can allow 49.9 probably, but I wouldn't do the full salary today. There's just gonna be so many dupes. I, I can't go there for just. I don't think my estimation of dupes will even be good for full salary, and that's why I've left out 49.9 as well. I think people are just gonna jam salary today because they missed it and they think it's efficient. It's not efficient today. These prices are not efficient. Cat price too low, OG price too low, Nas price too low, Deuce price too low. I don't like Josh hard enough to say that. The DiVincenzo price too low. Gobert price too low. Like you've got a lot of guys where the median's like 5.5. So go nuts today. Don't worry about salary as much as like a couple weeks from now. Right now you got guys who are just not correctly priced. So yeah, let's keep on moving. Keep it moving to the FanDuel part of the slate. Wait, that yeah. I guess I should say my fades. That's always part of it. You get who I'm on by the rules and stuff. And yeah, okay. I know you can't do the things I've asked you to do. I'm asking you to do crazy things. Come on, though. Load them back. Saber Sim, come on. This is on a desktop. All right. Let's go back. I'm just giving up on that. Enough with the DraftKings. Over to the FanDuel. On FanDuel, what were our big values? Did we not run I thought I ran it. Well, we'll run the content sims now. Okay, so exposures over here, same rules. Yeah. Wow, 18% DiVincenzo. I mean, I guess he's higher priced. Nope. I don't know. I don't get that. 18% Donte on yeah. I'm gonna be jamming him. I mean, like he's still a shooter, so I'll be like 45%, 50. I think I did 50 for Deuce. Yeah. 50 or so for the shooters at a max. I'm doing like 11 lineups on FanDuel. Nothing crazy still. Drew, I don't love Drew's upside, so I'm gonna go match the field on Drew. He's not the first, second option, so I can't be jamming him. All right, these are still pretty good. Medians, minimums, ROIs, everything looks good over there. A lot of Kornet, a lot of Nas, a lot of DiVincenzo, a lot of Randall. I'm on Randall. I mentioned that a few times, but yeah, Kornet, mega Kornet stand over here. I just don't get it. I don't get 6% Kornet. He's very cheap. 3,800. He's very cheap. He's gonna play a lot of minutes and score a lot of points. I don't get it. I mean, I think it's wrong. I mean, I'll probably just change it eventually, but yeah, what do I think? I think it's gonna be more like 10, and so 50 would be the stand. Let's make sure we get that right. 50. Yeah, that's more like it. And that'll raise the negative just slightly. It should. Oh, come on now. I guess Cornet wouldn't have been in the worst one anyway. Okay. Yeah, can't get to McCall. It's all the same plays. Nothing new. No wild differences. I mean, I guess Rui, I mentioned Rui's a little better play over here. And you know what? Let me emphasize that. I'm fine with you can take almost 100% Rui over here because he's going to get more minutes than they're projecting him for. And yeah, so oh, I am limiting him. I was like, I'm a little surprised we're getting yeah, I think you can definitely do what 80% Rui over here. Fine with that. Yeah. Okay. So jamming Rui. OG over here as well, but Nas is wow. What's Nas? Is Nas down in the threes? No, 5K. Wow. Huh. Yeah. Can't really recommend 64% Nas. That seems a bit high for me. Can I filter out dupes or something? Yeah, let's try that. So this is something I've liked to do recently. Contest sims, target contest, dupes, and I want to do less than two on median. That's not enough. See, I wanted to knock out a fair amount of the pool because I want its internal estimate of dupes is pretty bad. Yeah, see, even with one dupe, it's only eliminating 200. So let's say zero point 0.5 so that the median dupe is no dupes. Yeah, there we go. Now we've eliminated a fair amount of the field. Okay, so now that we've eliminated the 20% of worst duped lineups. Hey, cool. We also don't have any more errors. That's fun. Huh. Well, that's great. I used to mess around with uniques per lineup, but now I'm going to start doing that the way I did it with the filter right there, filtering out bad duped lineups until I can fit my exposures the way I want them. Because now I got Rui, Brunson, D'Lo, not that much D'Lo, bit much D'Lo. I mean, like he'll be out there. If he has the game, he has the game. But no, that's a bit much D'Lo. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What, 50% D'Lo? Yeah, he's not a top 10 play. He's like a top 20 play. So let's pop him down here to top. Oh, they say I got to. Well, I say no. Hmm. I say, how did we do it last time? Maybe now we pop a two on there. Haven't used that yet. That did lower my D-low a little. No. What about if I go to a three? Hey, it lowered my D-low. All right, so I probably surprised you there at home with that jump scare noise. And obviously now my median ROI is worse, so I'm not sure I'm actually going to do this. I kind of like it. I kind of like what we've done here. It's a lot of Sam Hauser. Not sure I feel it. Not sure. Oh, 3,900. Yeah. You got to play somebody cheap, and if it blows out, Sam Hauser will smash and blow out, but not as much as Peyton Pritchard will. But, I mean, the ownerships, you're getting leverage. I'm fine with the play. Wow, Connect only 4% on FanDuel. So if you're gonna play Connect, play him on FanDuel. That's quite. I'm definitely getting leverage there for sure. I like that. Okay, so I pretty much said everything. Just Jaylen Brown, man. I never know what to do with him. If he hits shots, great, and if he doesn't, bad. Right? I mean, it's bad, and it's always it. I can't tell you what it's going to do. It's completely. I've never got a good read on Jaylen Brown. If you feel like you're the Jaylen Brown whisperer, please let me know in the comments. All right, now on to back to DraftKings for Showdown. Only the late showdown because it looked like pretty bad contests everywhere else. Even for Vandal, I was kind of disappointed. I just ran the contest sims. Yep, okay, this is good. Contest sims say, bump it a bum, play LeBron. Surprise. Everybody thought, oh, it's gonna be something weird. No, it's play LeBron. I also do have one Jaxson Hayes captain lineup. I think that's totally appropriate in the one case where was that 5% of the time AD plays cat, wah, 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 for no reason on somebody who's way worse than him. But he does it. I mean, like he's the same guy. I mean, like I do it too in basketball. You want to get the blocks. It's fun. You expect them in the circumstance. You know what I mean? Like most of the time, these guys are going to smash. So anyway, that's what's going through their heads. But yeah, I'm fine with these. These are just the 3 stars and all of the value guys I have previously talked about. I don't have my rules in here, do I? Gotta fix this. Gotta fix it. Gotta get my rules. So what am I missing? I'm missing a Minn. Let's look. I don't have my Minn bigs rule here. That's surprising. They call it Nas. I put Nas in the word. Sometimes I do that. Yeah, there we go. 2 out of 4 Minn bigs. I guess I changed that one for the playoffs. Okay, well, let's change that back because now it's a new team. Pretty sure a number of these people are no longer there. Yeah, not on the team anymore. So let's do this to 2 out of 3 Minnesota bigs. Oop, don't need that distinction anymore, and edit it to include uh, Julius Randle and Captain Julius Randle. Captain Julius Randle, not here. That's surprising. That means, oh yeah, okay. So I haven't done the thing. By the way, this is something I don't know if everybody knows, so I'll just do it live. If you've made a bunch of changes to your projections for the main slate and you want to just have that still be exactly the projections you use for the showdown, just download the projections and upload the projections. And then you have to change the ownerships back because you want the ownerships to be the same. Like you don't want the classic ownerships for the showdown. You want the showdown ownerships for the showdown, but it works for the projection part. And you just go ignore to the bad ones, and then save, and you call it main because that's the source. Save, and then you go over here and you click ownership, and you say, nope, not main. We want flagship. Yes, that's fine. And then we confirm that main is over here and flagship is over here. Okay. And make sure in utility as well. I think it's a separate. That's so annoying. Okay, good. No, it's the same. And make sure I don't have to click separate buttons. Good. Okay. All right. So we got one rule. Was there any other rules? Yes, we've got the foul trouble, AD foul trouble rule. Add a bio. Okay. So I don't have Lakers foul trouble. Okay. I'm gonna start throwing some of these away. Dallas small ball. Yes. Tillman, Brissett, Kornet. No, that's still fine. They're still there. Don't need all these Dallas rules. I'll leave a few of these. Gafford, THJ. No. Tatum, Brown, or Pritchard. That's a fun one. Kornet and Horford. That's still good. Okay, hold on. Dean Wade. No, no, no. All right. I don't want to do all the cleanup. I never do. AD foul trouble. Hey, it was there. And that's why I never do the cleanup. AD foul trouble. Boom. It's already ready for me. I've clicked the button. AD foul trouble is there. All right. Now we rebuild. How many lineups do we find in this region? 2,700. So let's go all the way to 45,000. Because now we've got some pretty significant values here when Jaxson Hayes, completely unowned, could completely smash. Yep. What do I want to do? Maybe a little bit less Randall. Where is he in the grand scheme of things? Put him down with Gobert for minutes because he's coming back from. Yeah, that sounds fine. Oh, but Nas Reed, is this enough? Yeah, that's from the main slate. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Now we rebuild. Is that all the rules? I think so. Apply. Rebuild. So I'll rebuild, I'll contest sim it, and let you know what the deal is with the showdown. Lineups. Now you remember if you want to, I talked about it the other day, but you could change this to be when you run the contest sims. If you just want to beat other sharks who have made similar changes to you, you can, because I think that might be reasonable today. I don't think everybody's going to think Kornet is unowned. I don't think everybody's going to think that whatever Nas Reed is unowned. We're not going to get Jaxson Hayes is not going to be unowned amongst us, right? Like we're all going to be like 20% because we know the odds of 80 foul trouble. So it's reasonable if you want to for Showdown for winning $100,000 to build against yourself. I'm going to still stick with SaberSim sources for now, but this is definitely one of those slates where you can consider that as maybe being preferable. I know what's his name? Sheets has had some pretty significant luck with that. Okay, this is going to take too long. Probably should have considered that. Values on, yeah, I've already mentioned the values on the Showdown. I guess I'll probably just leave the contest sim results in the Discord for now because I don't want to wait another 5 minutes for this. It's not a lot of information. It's only like $100,000 up top, I think. And you already get the general point. When I was looking at, yeah, what's the captain? Captain Jaxson Hayes, 0.2%. Really? 0.2% chance? No way, right? I mean, like that's just, I'm going to be massively over the field on that. Massively, massive. Anytime you get the highest value play on the slate being less than 1%, uh, somebody's making a mistake. It's probably me. That's why I'm limiting it at 10%. I don't want to lose more than 10% of my lineups, but I'm also limiting it 10% because I think that's the chance that AD gets in foul trouble in like 2 minutes. You know what I mean? Like it's not zero, it's like 10, right? It's like he's out there hacking. Minnesota's big. Like you got Gobert going in at him. Gobert's mad, like always or whatever. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be Gobert or who else is going to be down there starting. Oh, Julius Randle. Either way, I mean, like Julius Randle attacks as well. Like it's not an easy situation. Not an easy situation for him to stay out of foul trouble. And I mean, okay, I think there's more ways for Jaxson Hayes to get there than yeah, than 0.2%. So I mean, granted, he could DMP or whatever. It's not out of the question. But I'm gonna have 10% of him at captain. And remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. Might as well be us. And hey, we got 200,000, we got 100,000, we got 200,000 over here. Let's get it today, guys.